Good morning, everyone. Today we're going to be reading part 1 of Julian's Solo Voyage. This is a book from the Safe Hearts line that I wrote for a company called Damsel in Defense. Let's get started.
Mama, I need to go to the potty, Julian cried. Can you hold it, Julian, or are you on the hunt for astronaut powers again? Julian's mom asked, smiling. No, Mama, I actually really have to go, he begged. Okay, she replied. Sierra, take your brother to the bathroom, please. Do I have to? Sierra whined. Yes, you have to. Straight there and back, their mom said firmly. Oh, fine. Come on, Julian, Sierra said, taking her brother by the hand. You know the rules, their mom called after them. Use the buddy system and stay together. And don't forget, you both have the alarms I got you at Aunt Trina's party last week in case of an emergency. We know, Sierra said, annoyed. Wait a second, you two. You remember why Mommy is a psychologist? Because when I was little, something happened to my heart, and I refused to let it happen to others, especially you two. Sierra nodded, and Julian responded, Okay, Mama, and they headed for the bathroom. Julian held on to Sierra's hand all the way through the store. He really did have to go to the bathroom, but now that his mom had mentioned it, he couldn't stop thinking about finding his astronaut powers. When Julian was really young, he had always been afraid of the noisy hand dryers in restrooms. Then one day his dad told him all the best astronauts get their powers by sticking their heads under the rocket blast dryer. So, by the time they reached the bathroom area, Julian didn't even care about the buddy system. He was on a mission to find his astronaut powers on his own. He let go of Sierra's hand and darted towards the boys' bathroom door by himself. Julian, you can't go in there alone, Sierra called after him. But I'm a boy, an astronaut boy, Julian yelled back at her. Great, she thought. He's going to be in there forever playing with that silly hand dryer. She leaned against the wall next to the bathroom, feeling annoyed. Even though Julian was almost 5, Sierra was feeling very grown up at 13 and thought he should listen to her. Julian felt so big going into the boys' bathroom all by himself. He had been there with his dad lots of times, so he knew what to do. Still, it was a little scary now that he was alone. As soon as he walked in, he spotted the rocket blaster and couldn't wait to wash and dry his hands. He looked past the rocket blaster at the big boy potty on the wall and tried to decide if he wanted to use one of them or to go into a bathroom stall. Just then, a young man walked out of one of the stalls. He smiled at Julian and said, Hi. Hi, Julian replied. The young man reminded him of his older cousin, Miguel. Is this your first time in a big boy bathroom? The man asked. No, sometimes I go with my dad, Julian replied. Is this your first time by yourself? He asked again. Yes, Julian answered, feeling uncomfortable. He knew he wasn't supposed to talk to strangers, but this man seemed nice. I would use the toilets if I were you, the man suggested, pointing to a stall. You don't have to stand next to someone while they're going potty. Here, use this one. Julian took a step towards the man and then stopped. What's the matter? Is it because I'm a stranger? The man asked. Julian shyly nodded. Well, my name is Stuart, but my friends call me Stu. What's your name? The man asked. Julian, he replied. Well, Julian, now we're not strangers. How about this? You go in there and go potty, and I'll stand here and guard you so no one can see, Stuart offered. I don't know, Julian said, feeling nervous. Maybe the man was safe, and he should just go potty. Then he could leave. Do you need help? Stuart asked, moving towards him. The toilet is a little too tall for you to stand and use it, but I could lift you up and you could stand on my feet. Suddenly, at Heart Defender headquarters, the Heart Defender alarm rang. Julian's heart signal appeared on the screen in front of Tomas. He could tell Julian was afraid. Oh no, Simon exclaimed. We have to help Julian make the right choice. There's only one thing we can do, shouted Tomas. When we see something tricky, Elizabeth began, we take action, continued Simon. Right away, Faith finished. Because we are Heart Defenders, they all pledged together, standing in a circle, each one with their hand in the center. This looks like a job for Tomas, Elizabeth said. I'll just lift you. Suddenly, the man in the bathroom was frozen in time. Don't do it, a voice said from behind Julian. Huh? Julian turned around, surprised. Your heart signaled all of us in the Heart Defenders headquarters that you were in a tricky situation, so I jumped into action to come and help. I'm here to help you defend your heart, Tomas explained. That's why I was feeling funny, Julian realized. My heart was sending you a signal, Am I in a tricky situation right now? Oh, yes. Public bathrooms can be very tricky places, Tomas warned. Tricky people sometimes do tricky things in them. Oh, wow, Julian exclaimed. So this is why using the buddy system with my sister is so important. What do I do now? What will Julian do? And what advice does Tomas have for him? Find out when we read part 2 of Julian's solo voyage, a buddy system conversation. Thank you so much for listening to this video today. We hope that you enjoyed it. And if you did, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to smash that little bell so that you will get a notification every time we post a new video. You wouldn't want to miss part 2 of Julian's solo voyage. Thank you for joining us. Bye-bye.